Hey, it's Jazzy. Baby, I got your money. Hey, that was lame. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how to start my videos off, but whatever. So it's Jazz with Like Digital Nomad. For those of you that don't know me, I um I make videos about my travel experience. I've been living abroad for over 2.5 years. I've been living in Vietnam for about 14 months. And so I wanted to do a video talking about why I decided to not return to America when the pandemic or this outbreak happened. So I did see the article about Donald Trump apparently telling all Americans to come back home immediately. And when I read the article, I just felt like he wasn't talking to me, not me, because again, I've been living abroad for over 2.5 years now, and I do not live or reside in America. So I don't live or reside, bitch. That's the same thing. I don't live in America, so I just felt like it didn't make sense for me to pack up everything and to go home. And here's the reasons why. So for one, I am in Asia. That's where Vietnam is. For those of you that don't know that, I'm not trying to be funny. People have asked me if it's in Africa. I'm like, which one? Vietnam, Africa. That's fine. So yeah, I've been living in Southeast Asia, and we are close to China. So back in January, we knew about Wuhan and the outbreak, the COVID-19, the Rona. Okay, so we knew about the Rona back in January, and they started taking precautionary measures back then. Some of them we felt were a little extreme, but hindsight's 2020. So we were seeing signs of hotels and restaurants saying no Chinese people could come into their establishments, and we are like, "Yo, that's wild, right?" But they were trying to contain and make sure that this shit didn't get all crazy out here. So, and now I'm like, "Thank you for the signs, okay?" I saw the sun when that doesn't even go, Jazz. Stay focused. So, yeah, we saw those signs back then. They had started to ban Chinese people. When I went to Hanoi, they were looking through my passport to make sure I had not been to China. I mean, they was really going through every single page. I'm like, yo, I've never been to China. But they were checking back then. Um, Schools were closed over 2 months ago, I think, about 2 months ago. Yeah. So we had been doing this or getting ready and knowing about this virus for a long time. And we were moving in a way to really make sure that we were safe. We were wearing masks, washing our hands, hand sanitizer was everywhere. People were discussing it and, just mindful of the situation months ago. So when it broke out in America, I knew my mama didn't know about it yet, and when we were dealing with it here, because she wasn't asking me about it, and she's always like, "Jazz, you can come home. You can come home, girl." I'm like, "It's a headache, mom. I'm fine, right?" So I knew when she saw this shit, she was gonna be like, "Girl, when are you coming home?" But she never asked me about it. Turns out they really weren't talking about it in America, right? You guys weren't even aware of this. Y'all may have had the virus already back in January. That cough you had, that may have been the Rona, okay? So I, when I heard about it and my mom was calling me, telling me what was going on, and people were running out and buying all the toilet paper, and I saw the pictures of the stores when it just didn't make sense to me. People were wilding out there, and for me to bring myself back into chaos when over here it's calm, cool, and collective. Like, yeah, we just started a shutdown, or I don't even like to call it a lockdown. For instance, they didn't even when they issued the social distancing is what they called it. They didn't even say lockdown because I guess they don't want people to panic, and go out and buy everything is what I saw a Vietnamese girl say. Shout out to you. I forgot your name real quick. Vo. Hey girl. I forget but anyways, so they don't even use those kind of words. So nobody here is panic buying. Everything is still good. You do have to wear a mask. They do want you to stay away from people. We are not allowed to be around more out all day. We can only go out to get food and stuff. But they made sure that everyone knew that food would still be available. Grab delivery stopped. They have stopped, you know, thing delivering food and stuff. But overall, everything is good. Like I feel very safe here, and also flying right now. Months ago, I was going to buy a ticket to go to LA, but I didn't want to stop in China because I was worried about being quarantined in LA. You know, I didn't want to have to deal with that, especially 2 weeks if I'm traveling there to visit. I don't want to spend a month there. In 2 weeks, I'm quarantined, God knows where. So I decided not to go, really because I didn't want that China stamp on my passport. I didn't know that it was going to spread this way. Of course, I mean, how would I? But I don't feel safe going to America. I would really be uncomfortable living in America. So I just felt like it was best for me to stay where I am. Flying right now is not safe. I did have a friend that was trying to leave maybe 2 weeks ago to go back to the States, but her flight, Taiwan, stopped taking people. So yes, if I wanted to go home, I could not, but I don't want to. So I feel fine. I don't feel stuck. I feel like I made the right choice. And looking at the numbers in in America, you guys have over 200,000 cases. Here we have about 217 cases as of April 2nd. It makes sense. Like, why would I go home? It's just crazy. So that is why I decided to stay here. We have masks. We can buy hand sanitizer. Everything I need is here. And I'm happy with my decision. So that's why I decided to stay versus bringing my ass to the crazy ass states. But I do send love, well wishes, and positive energy to everyone right now because we're all dealing with this in different ways. People are highly impacted by this. And yeah, I just hope that we get through this. I hope that everyone is able to navigate their lives the best way that they can amongst this. So, thanks, you guys, for watching. That's all I have for today. Peace. Hey, hey. Yo, I ain't been out the house. I'm just in here.